Okay then guys, what's going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're inside of Starfield where we have got some really interesting information for you guys, including the developers and response team at Bethesda actually responding to negative comments, which is not something we see too often from these big development teams. We can also take a look at something someone found out after an incredible 33 new game plus runs. Not only that though, we've got a cooperation between Starfield and a specific company that are doing absolutely something incredible. This one looks really cool and one that I want to get into. So with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. My voice is quite breaky today, so I really do apologize. You'll have to bear with me. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, check out our sponsor, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description. Utilize code CLOUD at checkout and get yourself a cheeky discount. So with that being said, let's dive on in today's video. So starting off, we have something also interesting, as Bethesda actually are responding to negative reviews in Starfield's Steam review page, which has now just kind of gone onto a mixed rating inside of the rating scales. Now, this is quite interesting because we have a couple here that people may have seen already but may not have. We already know about the one where they say that it's not boring to go to an empty design planet, which was baffling beyond belief. But we have another one right here which was put up just a matter of days ago, saying a negative review with a 76.5 hours on record, and they haven't played in the last 2 weeks, stating the story is as generic as it gets and the gameplay gets boring. I wish there was a reason to even bother exploring planets and building outposts. Everything is fun until you do it once, then it's all repeating soulless chore. Now, Bethesda Kraken, developer inside of the team, actually states back saying, "Greetings, thank you for taking the time to leave a review for Starfield. You can fly, you can shoot, you can mine, you can loot. And Starfield is an RPG with hundreds of hours of quests to complete and characters to meet. Most quests will also vary on your character's skills and decisions, massively changing the outcome of your playthrough. Try creating different characters with backgrounds and characteristics that clash or are opposite of your previous character. You will feel like you are playing a totally different game. Put points in different skills from a character you've previously created, and you are now faced with completely different decisions to make and difficulties to encounter. There are so many layers of Starfield that you will find things you've never knew were possible after playing for hundreds of hours. Even after completing the main story, your adventure doesn't end. You can continue on to New Game Plus to keep exploring Starfield and all that is out there. Never stop exploring. Bethesda customer support." Now, why is this surprising to hear? Now, while indie video game developers respond to Steam reviews all the time, big publishers like Bethesda rarely get stuck in, which makes these responses, however robotic, definitely noteworthy. Why would Bethesda bother? It may be trying to steer Starfield sentiment in a more positive direction. Mindful of the troublesome mixed user review rating, Starfield is currently the lowest rated Bethesda game ever on Valve's platform. Fallout 76 currently has a mostly positive user rating review of 76%, if you were wondering, and management will no doubt be keen to address that. Of course, there's a risk that comes from responding to negative reviews, particularly when you use them to insist landing on empty planets isn't boring. This for me was an absolutely baffling one, and I don't really know how I believe what they're coming up with. Like, to state that it's not boring to land on a desert planet is beyond me. I've been there, done it, got the t-shirt, and I definitely didn't enjoy it. Trying to roam around an empty planet, which is why the reviews are coming up with that same quotation every time. So you can respond to it however you like, but realistically, when you've got someone saying something 100 times over, you just kind of got to listen. Now, next up though, Starfield player completes New Game Plus an incredible 33 times and makes a cool discovery. Now, Starfield is a game designed to be replayed via its New Game Plus system, but 33 times it seems a bit excessive. Not for one player who, in the process of playing Bethesda's sci-fi space game over and over, has encountered a surprisingly cool interaction that hadn't seen before. First, some background. As IGN's guide to Starfield's New Game Plus explains, the game lets you loop over and over again via multiverse shenanigans. Once you beat the main story, you can start a new game that puts you back near the start of Starfield with new story permutations. new dialogue options, and even at least one new main mission to complete. As ING's Simon Cardy wrote about Starfield's September launch, New Game Plus is one of the game's most intriguing concepts if you get lucky. And get lucky is exactly what happened to ex-user and Starfield superfan Nico Mullier, who after travelling through 34 universes, 33 New Game Plus runs, finally decided to settle down. But surprise, awaiting the silent protagonist at Consultation HQ was a fully voiced person of the player's character himself. If you encounter this New Game Plus variation, you'll get to see some fun interactions between the player character and their multiverse self, as well as other main characters in the game. According to Nico Mullier, the alternate version of the character has the same stats as they did from the first playthrough and has plenty of questions herself. Well, you would if another version of you walked through the door, and wouldn't you? No, it does not appear to the possible romance yourself either. So what is going on here? As you arrive at the lodge in the variation, you find a version of you already exists in the universe. You'll be able to talk to yourself and explain that you're Starborn and what you know about artifacts. While the you that's currently in the universe doesn't really want to help out, you can convince them to team up with you and recruit yourself. This is baffling beyond belief, but a very clever piece of work right here, and a massive shout out to Bethesda. This is something which is absolutely huge, and I think they probably shouldn't have just like played this variation at some point. I think this should have been like the next New Game Plus one, definitely should have been in there. This variation and other variations are very cool, but this one on its own is just absolutely hilarious. To be able to bump into yourself inside of the lodge and then be able to have that communication tactic is just crazy. So yeah, this is a big one from me. Well done, Bethesda. Very well done indeed. And to finalize today's video, Rockstar Energy have got involved with Starfield as they have an amazing co-creation alongside Starfield. As explorers, we're giving away a Rockstar Energy and Starfield storage crate. To enter for a chance to win, follow Rockstar Energy, repost this post, and tag 2 friends using the hashtag sweepstakes entry. US only, 18+, and ends on the 30th of this month. So tomorrow at this point. Rockstar Energy. Now, I'm gutted that it's only for the US because I really want to get involved with this one, but if you guys are watching this and want to get involved from the US, you can do. This is a massive storage crate with an iced out center that means that you can keep your cans icy cold. Very cool indeed. Now, there seems to be an in-game code, and I don't really know what that code is for, but this looks very cool indeed. Let me know what your guys' opinions are down in the comment section below. This is a really interesting one, and they've actually kind of got to a point where Starfield are making collaborations with a lot of different companies now. We have AMD, we've got Nvidia, we've got obviously Xbox themselves. They've got their own variations of Xbox controllers and stuff like that. This is very cool to see because Starfield has a really unique sort of aesthetically pleasing look to it that I think that things like this are crazy. If you do end up winning this though and do manage to get your hands on it, please let me know what the code actually gives you, because I think that that is a very cool little piece. But yeah, very well done. Very well done. Now, that's unfortunately all we got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. And let me know in the comment section if you managed to get this far by sticking a pink love heart in the comment section, just to give me a little bit of love, because I've been extremely ill this week. So any love will definitely be taken. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces. But as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.